What if the most dangerous part of your motorcycle isn't a distracted driver, a patch of gravel, or a sudden rainstorm? What if the greatest threat to your survival on two wheels is sitting right there in the saddle, staring back at you in the reflection of your speedometer? It's you. More specifically, it's the silent, invisible network of bad habits you've been building since the day you first threw a leg over a bike. These aren't just small mistakes. They are insidious lines of code programming you for failure. They are the personal saboteurs that turn a moment of surprise into a full-blown panic, and a simple error into a life-altering accident. So many promising riders quit in their first year, or worse, become a statistic, not because they lacked passion, but because they never unlearned these lethal behaviors. But today, that ends. We are about to perform a complete system override. We will identify, dissect, and permanently delete the 11 most destructive beginner habits that are crippling your potential and putting you in a world of danger. But before we dive into the very first habit that could save your skin tomorrow, I need you to do something that will pay dividends for your entire riding career. If you are truly committed to evolving from a nervous novice into a confident, skilled commander of the road, take 1 second and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Think of this channel as your personal, on-demand riding mentor, your digital coach dedicated to making you safer, smoother, and smarter. By subscribing, you're not just supporting the channel, you are making a deliberate commitment to your own survival and mastery. It is the single most valuable free investment you can make in your life on two wheels. You're in? Fantastic. Let's begin the demolition. Let's start with your last line of defense. Habit number 1, the "it's just a quick ride" gear fallacy. This is the siren song of complacency. I'm just running to the shops. It's too hot for all that leather. I'll be careful. This logic is a deadly trap. Here is the cold, hard, unassailable truth. Asphalt is an unthinking, unforgiving adversary. It has no concept of distance or duration. It will tear through your fashion denim and cotton t-shirt in less than half a second, even at city speeds. We aren't talking about a playground scrape. We are talking about traumatic friction abrasion, a medical reality doctors grimly refer to as degloving, where skin, fat, and muscle are violently ground away from the underlying bone by the dirty, gravel-impregnated belt sander of the road. It's an agonizing injury, a gateway to severe infections, and often necessitates painful skin grafts. The data is not up for debate. A certified helmet is the most crucial piece of gear, proven to reduce the risk of death by nearly 40% and catastrophic head injury by almost 70%. But your brain isn't your only asset. In any fall, your primordial instinct is to throw your hands out. Without proper armored motorcycle gloves, this instinct transforms your hands into sacrificial brake pads, leading to shattered knuckles, pulverized fingers, and skin ground down to the bone. Your stylish trainers? They will be torn from your feet on initial impact, leaving the 26 intricate bones of your ankle utterly exposed, ready to be snapped, dislocated, or crushed. A real motorcycle jacket isn't a fashion statement. It's a suit of armor, housing CE-rated protectors designed to absorb and dissipate impact forces that would otherwise shatter your shoulders, elbows, and spine. So let's re-engineer your thinking. Your gear is not an option. It is your personal exoskeleton. It is the only barrier between your fragile human form and the brutal laws of physics. Investing in high-quality, proper-fitting gear isn't a purchase. It's the most effective life insurance policy you will ever own. From your body, we move to your mind. Habit number 2. Target fixation. The mind's great betrayal. This is the most venomous psychological trap in motorcycling because it weaponizes your own survival instincts against you. Your motorcycle has a simple, unwavering guidance system. It will go precisely where you are looking. In a calm state, this is intuitive. But in a split second of panic, your brain betrays you. You enter a corner with a bit too much speed, and your eyes lock onto the menacing guardrail on the outside of the turn. Every neuron in your brain is screaming, "Don't hit it! Don't hit it!" And with that, you have just piloted your motorcycle directly into the object of your terror. You spot a deep pothole ahead. Instead of looking at the clean pavement to either side, your gaze becomes magnetically drawn to the danger. You stare it down, and you ride straight into it. This isn't folklore, it's a documented neuromuscular response. In high-stress scenarios, your brain activates tunnel vision, and your body subconsciously feeds inputs to the machine that will guide you to your point of focus. The only solution is the conscious, deliberate, and constant reprogramming of your instincts. You must train yourself on every corner of every ride to look where you want to go. In a turn, your chin should be up, your eyes scanning far ahead, through the corner to the exit point. Spot a hazard, immediately and forcefully snap your eyes and your head to your chosen escape path. The bike will follow your gaze as if it were on a rail. Mastering this is like unlocking a cheat code for riding. It de-escalates panic situations into solvable problems. Now, for a habit that plagues nearly every beginner. Habit number 3. The death grip. Look at your hands on the bars. Are your knuckles white? Are your forearms burning after just a short ride? You're suffering from the death grip. This tense, rigid hold on the handlebars is born from fear and a lack of confidence, and it is a catastrophic impediment to proper riding. A motorcycle is designed to be dynamic. It needs to be able to move and adjust beneath you. By strangling the handlebars, you are fighting the bike's natural ability to stabilize itself. More importantly, this tension completely sabotages your ability to give the subtle, precise inputs required for smooth throttle control and, most critically, counter-steering. You cannot provide a gentle, pressuring input to the bar if your arm is locked solid from your shoulder to your wrist. It turns a delicate dance into a clumsy wrestling match. The fix is conscious relaxation. You should be holding the grips with the same pressure you would use to hold a small bird. Firm enough so it doesn't fly away, but gentle enough not to crush it. On a straight road, practice wiggling your fingers. Consciously drop your shoulders and bend your elbows. Shake out one hand at a time. Remind yourself to grip the tank with your knees, taking the weight off your arms and hands. A loose, relaxed upper body is the gateway to smooth, intuitive control. Let's address stopping power. Habit number 4. The great braking imbalance. Many new riders are terrified of the front brake. They've been fed horror stories of it locking up and sending them over the handlebars. As a result, they default to using the rear brake for almost everything. This is like trying to stop your car with only the parking brake. Let's get into the physics. When you decelerate, the motorcycle's weight pitches forward, massively increasing the downward pressure, and therefore the available grip, on your front tire. Simultaneously, the rear wheel becomes lighter, making it incredibly easy to lock up and skid. The result? Your front brake provides a massive 70 to 90% of your total stopping power. By avoiding it, you are willingly discarding the most powerful tool you have to save your life. On the other end of the spectrum, some riders neglect the rear brake entirely. While the front provides the raw power, the rear brake is your tool for finesse and stability. When used gently in concert with the front, it helps to settle the bike's chassis, preventing that dramatic fork dive and keeping the motorcycle balanced and composed. The solution is to learn a blended, progressive braking technique. Think of your front brake lever as something you squeeze, not grab. Apply pressure smoothly and progressively, while simultaneously applying light, steady pressure to the rear brake pedal. Go to a parking lot and practice this. Feel how the combination brings the bike to a swift, stable, drama-free stop. Marrying the power of the front with the stability of the rear will revolutionize your confidence. Now, let's talk turning. Habit number 5, the counter-steering catastrophe. If you still believe that turning a motorcycle at any speed above a walking pace is done by leaning your body or turning the handlebars like a tricycle, you are actively fighting the fundamental physics of your machine. Every single two-wheeled vehicle, from a MotoGP bike to a heavyweight cruiser, turns by a principle called counter-steering. It is an absolute non-negotiable law. To make the bike lean and turn to the right, you must apply a gentle but firm forward pressure to the right handlebar. To go left, you press the left handlebar forward. It feels completely wrong, but it's completely right. Pushing the right grip forward momentarily steers the front wheel to the left, which initiates a lean to the right. Once leaned, the bike carves the turn. Beginners who don't understand this try to muscle the bike over with their body weight, all while maintaining that death grip, effectively canceling out the inputs the bike needs. This is why they run wide in corners, panic, and feel like the bike won't turn. The fix is your aha moment. In an empty lot, at about 20 miles per hour, forget turning. Just gently press forward on your right grip. Feel the bike instantly and effortlessly lean right. Press the left. Feel it lean left. Practice this until press right, go right. Press left, go left is seared into your brain. This single skill is the key that unlocks fluid, confident cornering. Connected at the hip to control is habit number 6. Savage throttle control. Your throttle is not a binary switch. It's a rheostat, a precision dial that dictates the entire mood and stability of your motorcycle. A smooth rider is a safe rider, and smoothness is born in your right wrist. Abrupt, jerky inputs are the enemy. Snapping the throttle open can break rear-wheel traction or, on a powerful bike, induce a terrifying whiskey throttle situation where panic makes you twist even harder. Snapping the throttle shut mid-corner causes a violent forward weight transfer, compressing the forks, altering your steering geometry, and potentially causing you to lose grip. The key is to be as smooth as silk. Imagine you are rolling the throttle on and off with infinite delicacy. Your inputs should be so gradual that they keep the chassis perfectly settled. Practice this constantly. In traffic, use micro-adjustments to maintain your distance, not lurching and braking. When exiting a corner, roll the power on progressively to drive the bike smoothly out of the turn. Mastery of the throttle makes every other aspect of riding easier and safer. Let's move to the left lever. Habit number 7, clumsy clutch conduct. Your clutch is far more than a gear change device. It is your ultimate tool for low-speed finesse. The single biggest beginner error is not mastering the friction zone, that small, magical area of lever travel where the clutch plates just begin to engage and transmit power. Riders who treat the clutch as either fully in or fully out will lurch, stall, and struggle mightily with low-speed maneuvers. Mastering that friction zone is the secret to flawless U-turns and navigating tight spaces with feet-up confidence. Another common sin is coasting with the clutch pulled in, which disengages the engine from the rear wheel, eliminating engine braking and leaving you freewheeling with less control. Your mission is to go to a parking lot, and live in the friction zone. Without any throttle, practice letting the clutch out just enough to get the bike rolling, then pulling it in slightly to slow down. Feather it back and forth. This drill builds an intimate connection between your left hand and the bike's powertrain, giving you an incredible degree of control when it matters most. From the controls, we look outward. Habit number 8. Riding in a blind tunnel, the failure to scan. Many new riders develop a kind of tunnel vision. They stare intently at the piece of road directly in front of their tire, or at the back of the car ahead of them. This is riding blind. True situational awareness requires a constant, active, 360-degree scan of your environment. Your head should be on a swivel. You need to be checking your mirrors every 5 to 7 seconds. You need to be looking far down the road, through corners, to anticipate what's coming. You need to be scanning side roads, driveways, and parking lots for cars that might pull out. You need to be aware of the cars next to you, behind you, and in your blind spots. You aren't just driving a vehicle. You are a pilot actively gathering intelligence to ensure your survival. You need to be painting a constant, moving picture of the world around you, always asking, what if? What if that car pulls out? What if that driver changes lanes without signaling? Having a plan before you need one is the essence of defensive riding. This leads directly to habit number 9, passive and predictable lane positioning. New riders often pick a spot in the lane, usually the dead center, and stay there as if glued down. This is making yourself a static, easy target. Your lane is a dynamic space, a tool you must use strategically. The center is often slick with oil and filled with debris. The correct position is one that maximizes your visibility to others and gives you the most escape options. This means you should be constantly adjusting your position. In general, riding in the left third of the lane, LP1, or the right third, LP3, is best. In LP1, you are more visible in the mirrors of the car ahead and to oncoming traffic. In LP3, you create space from cars in the adjacent lane. You should be a chess player, constantly moving to the most advantageous square on the board based on the evolving traffic situation. This transforms you from a passive victim into an active commander of your space. Now, for a uniquely modern problem. Habit number 10, the technology trap. ABS, traction control, ride modes. These are brilliant safety nets. But they can also become a dangerous crutch that prevents the development of core skills. The rider who thinks, I can brake as hard as I want, ABS will save me, has already lost. The rider who uses rain mode to mask a choppy throttle hand is not learning control. These systems are assistants, not replacements for skill. They are designed for emergency intervention, not to manage a fundamentally poor rider. The danger is immense. When you inevitably ride a bike without these aids, or if a sensor fails, you will be utterly unprepared. Learn to ride as if the technology isn't there. Master progressive braking, smooth throttle control, and proper technique first. View the aids as your silent guardian angel, there for the one-in-a-million moment, not as your primary flight instructor. Finally, we come to the most insidious habit of all, because it's rooted in emotion. Habit number 11. Ego riding. This is the act of riding beyond your limits, to keep up with faster friends, to show off for a passenger, or simply because your pride won't let you slow down. It is writing checks with your throttle that your skill level cannot cash. Ego is the voice in your head that tells you to chase that sport bike through the twisties, even though you're on a cruiser. It's the pressure you feel at a stoplight to launch hard and fast. It is, without question, the single most dangerous mindset a rider can have. It overrides logic, dismisses self-preservation, and pushes you into situations you are not equipped to handle. The only antidote is humility and self-awareness. Ride your own ride. Period. It takes far more courage and character to wave a faster friend on and ride at your own pace than it does to blindly follow them into a corner you can't make. Swallow your pride. It's much easier to digest than asphalt. There they are, 11 habits that are actively working against you. Eradicating them isn't just about avoiding a crash. It's about unlocking true freedom. It's about finding that sublime state of flow where the bike feels like an extension of your own body, and you move with fluid, confident precision. This is a perpetual journey of learning. Be a relentless student of the ride. Now go out there, practice with purpose, and forge yourself into the safe, capable, and commanding rider you know you can be.